Just across the Cumberland River from those neon lights of Broadway, we welcome you inside Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from Nashville. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
On the double.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Set.
Opening carry of the game for Tyjae Spears. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
This one complete to Jordan. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Ready.
In motion, Shakir. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Let's go.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Report! Attention on!
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
180! Set up!
From the gun, Jackson. He keeps it himself.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, when you decide to pick up those yards with your feet, you got to pay a price. And in this case, he takes a big shot, but not before he's able to pick up that 1st down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Set up!
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. His throw left side is complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Titans have got him.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch. But before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Come on, set. Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Go.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
I just love the creativity and what it allows when you have the skill set of a running back like this, that he can line up all over the field. In this last play, Mike, you see him line up in the slot, but he's really capable of running routes from all the different receiver positions. And for a running back to be able to do that, that is a huge weapon. All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Ready.
They'll put Addison in motion.
Set, go.
And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's 3rd and 7.
Set up. Hot.
To throw is Nix. That is caught at the 3. He is in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown Titans. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Jackson. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
To the ground, a 1st down run. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Forward.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to throw, Jackson. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now Jackson gets it away quickly, and it's caught. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for a Raven first down. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. Wow. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space, but keep that to a pretty modest gain.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Go!
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
We are through one. It's the Titans out to the early lead. We're back in Music City after this.
Ready!
They'll put Addison in motion.
Ready!
The defense all over the little quick pass attempt, and they run him down for no gain on that one.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep, pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
Going right sideline and complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Nick snap on 1st and 10. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Andre Yosibon. Touchdown, Tennessee.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. To throw is Jackson. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Putting the tight end in motion. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time, but contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Let go.
To the air one more time with Jackson. He's got it at about the 8. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. It's a big one for the Ravens. It's a gain of 34. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. He's got it. And the Ravens are back within 4. It is 14-10. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll start this drive on the ground with Spears. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
18, Pioneer. Here we go.
Play action now. It's Nix. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Cup 19.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Let's go.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha,
This drive will start on the ground. Up the sideline at the 35. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Alrighty. Set up.
Now, Jackson. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion. Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Ready. Set up.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations. It'll get you the first down, just not here.
Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. The Titans have got it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Set. Go.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. A gain there of 24 yards.
Hurry.
First down for Tennessee.
Panther 11. 19 tight. 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. Check go.
They'll throw. It's Nix. That's complete. It's Yosibach. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Ready, set. Ready. Dragon 60. Hut.
2nd down. Nix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Set up. Chop 60. Warrior 70. Ready.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it. You start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Ready.
Nix gonna throw for it. That's taken in. He's gonna pick up a Titans first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Get up.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
That's into the hands of Yosivas. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Go!
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's going to keep it, and he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Bo Nix, touchdown Titans. The extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Titans are out to a 21-10 lead. Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Ready, shot.
Jackson going to keep this one himself. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Here's 1st and 10.
Sit on. 180. Sit on.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
2nd down, Jackson. Now he'll run it. So hard to get a shot on Jackson. Gave himself up there after picking up the 1st down. It's a 1st down and a gain of 16.
Real quick, ready? Hey, report. Report.
They send the tight end in motion. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. 20 yards on that pass play. First down, Baltimore. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
Yo, you are X. Ready, shot.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's in. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. This one complete to Jordan. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. On first and 10, it's Spears. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's second and 6.
Cup 19, Cup 19, take go.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's taken in by Shakir. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Lion. Come on, set. Panther 11, Panther 11. Hut, hut.
Here's Nix to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Here we go.
A run up the middle, Spears. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. He'll come to the line now on second and 2.
Bronco 80. Ready?
Once again, it's Spears. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll begin here on the ground. Not much room to operate there. He'll get only to about the 24. Here's a 2nd and 9.
180. 180. Ready, shot.
From the gun, Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive
Hey.
coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Not much. 2nd and long coming up. To throw is Jackson. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This is such a challenging route for any defender to guard, Mike, and here's why. It's really a three-way go. I can either run into the flat, I can either sit and stop and just find open space, or in this case, the defender overcommits. I could break back across his face to the middle of the field, and you're wide open.
And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5.
DC, ready?
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Sit on. What? Sit on.
They'll stick with him again. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Sit on.
They'll stay on the ground. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Sit on. Yo. Go. Sit on.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss. And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time?
Go! Ready?
On the ground, it's Spears to start the drive. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go now. 79 Broncos. Ready?
To throw is Nix. Open man downfield. It's Addison. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Spears. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Chop 60, chop 60. Ready, ready. Warrior 70. Buffalo 18. Get up.
Throwing is Nix. This is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Shut up!
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Believe it or not, Mike, there are quarterbacks in the league that would rather take a sack than throw a ball away. Remember, that affects their completion percentage. So kudos to him for not being selfish, and I promise you that offensive line, they're taking note.
Hey, middle. Shut up!
On third down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Let's go.
On the handoff, this is Spears. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here we go.
They'll put Addison in motion.
Ready.
On second down, it's Nix. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
They send him right out of the slot. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, ready.
Here is 2nd and 7.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Check out.
Throwing, Nix. That's caught by Spears out of the backfield.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Come on. Set. 18 Pioneer.
Tight end motioning left.
Hut.
Nix from the gun on third down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
Here we go, set.
Here's Spears. And that's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
Ready?
Second down, goal to go.
Ready?
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. And the Titans go up by 7, 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's first down.
180. What?
They'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch. So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. Sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the...
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Chidobe Awuzie.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Set it.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Ready, ready.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it.